So Metro's first Greenwich Drag Race in 2007 was an absolute success. But we were very scared that it wouldn't be, because running up to it, it was a huge event to organise, and we didn't even know if people would turn up. But what happened was, gradually, all of these people started signing on to be in the race, and they were being sponsored by people to run, and all of their friends and things like that. The pub was going to be open with a late licence. We had the roads closed off around the Rose and Crown. There was music outside. We had speakers outside. It was a lovely night, weather-wise, which was really lucky. About 1,000 people turned up, which was actually beyond what our application said. The police were a little bit upset with us about that, but they took it in good humour and actually were really lovely and helped us manage the crowd. They also shut all the roads off for the drag queens to run. I think I had like one of those speaker things, I don't know what they're called, megaphones, where I was shouting at the crowd to get back, and I think we had 12 people in the race. We also told them that they had to wear a certain height of heel, so that there was no nobody had any advantage. They had to run around the one-way system in Greenwich. They had to drink a shot at another pub around Greenwich, and then back to the Rose and Crown, where there was people waiting with a finish line. It was a brilliant event. It really was an amazing event. People really got into it. And the pub made a huge amount of money, I have to say. The brewery did. They didn't give us any of those profits, which was also an issue after the event. But we made quite a lot of money for Metro, and I think it sort of put us on the map in Greenwich for the local population that lived there. They hadn't really heard of us before, I'd say. And then they started to catch on that this local charity had this event. And I would get people stop me in the street and say, "Oh, are you doing that drag race again next year? Oh, we really loved that. Our kids really loved it. It was such fun. Are you going to do it again?" My neighbours realised what I did for a living. They didn't know before that. I had dressed up in drag as well. I think I was an army officer with a moustache. And so my neighbours got to know what I did for a living, which was quite weird. But they'd all come down to watch as well. But it was a brilliant event, and it was a real success the first year. And we did put a lot of work into it, myself and Andrew, but we just didn't know that many people were going to turn up.